It winds through the poplars and the pines. I know where this road goes. It takes me to the music at the Timberline. Takes me to the music on the Timberline. Takes me to that music up on the Timberline. Welcome to the Timberline Music Show. I'm your host, Larry Krause. Glad that you could join us. We're going to have a half hour of great tunes for you. I know you're going to like it. Kicking off with an old Americana song called Blowed Away. When they opened up the strip, I was young and full of zip. I wanted some place to call my own. And so I made the race, and I staked me out a place. And I settled down along Cimarron. But it blowed away, it blowed away. My Oklahoma home, it blowed away. It looked so green and fair when I built my shanty there. But my Oklahoma home, it blowed away. I planted wheat and oats, got some chickens and some shoats. Aimed to have some ham and eggs to fill my face. I got me a mule and an old red muley cow. I got a fancy mortgage on the place. But it blowed away, it blowed away. All the crops that I planted blowed away. You can't grow any grain if you don't get any rain. All except the mortgage blowed away. It looked so green and fair when I built my shanty there. I figured that I was set for life. I put on my Sunday best with my fancy scallop vest and went into town to find a wife. But she blowed away, she blowed away. My Oklahoma woman, she blowed away. Mister, as I kissed her, she got picked up by a twister. My Oklahoma home, she blowed away. Then I was left alone, just listening to the moan of the wind rolling around the corners of my shack. And I took off down the road when that old south wind blowed, traveling with the wind at my back. But I blowed away, I blowed away, chasing that dust cloud up ahead. Once it looked green and fair, now it's up there in the air. My Oklahoma home is overhead. Now I'm always close to home, no matter where I roam. For Oklahoma dust is everywhere. Makes no difference where I'm walking, I can hear my chickens squawking. I hear my wife a-talking in the air. It blowed away, it blowed away. My Oklahoma home, it blowed away. But my home is always near, it's up in that atmosphere. My Oklahoma home that blowed away. It blowed away, it blowed away. My Oklahoma home that blowed away. Oh, it's up there in the sky in that dust cloud rolling by. My Oklahoma home what blowed away. That's my Oklahoma home what blowed away.
I am a cowboy, I don't have a dime, but I can say that what I have is mine. And who knows what troubles tomorrow will bring. No sense to worry, oh, it won't change a thing. And I love the sunsets, yes, I love the dawn. Days in the middle, they drift right along. I'm a cowboy, I'm honest and true. Rise early each morning, there's so much to do. And I love the sunsets, I love the dawn. Days in the middle, they drift right along. I'm a cowboy, I don't have a dime, but I can say that what I have is mine. Yes, I can say that what I have is mine. My name is Billy Deacons, I want to rode the outlaw trail. That little job in Waco cost me 30 years in jail. I would have got out early if I would have told what happened to the money, 10,000 all in gold. There was me and Crazy Jimmy, Black Jack and Texas Slim. I held the horses outside and the others, they went in. And it went like we planned it, another job well done. Then Jimmy started shooting, said the teller had a gun. We were running for the border just as hard as we could go. That posse right behind us, she's a race for Mexico. Well, I still recall the gunfire, the dust and smoke of town. Slim and I both made it, but the others, they went down. That posse, it was organized, they chased us all that night. They caught me in the morning, Slim plumb dropped out of sight. We were running for the border just as hard as we could go. That posse right behind us, she's a race for Mexico. Well, I heard they posted big reward for the head of Texas Slim, for he packed all the money, not a trace was found to him. And I got released this morning, and I'm on my way to go to the hidden grave of Texas Slim, next stop Mexico. We were running for the border just as hard as we could go. That posse right behind us, she's a race for Mexico. Now I'm riding to the border as hard as I can go. And these saddlebags are heavy, and I'm bound for Mexico.
I've got Noel Burles on the set here on the Timberline Music Show today. How are you doing today?
Very good. And yourself?
Doing very well. Great to have you here in Prince Albert. Where did you drive in from today?
I came in from Colehurst, Alberta, which is down near Lethbridge.
Excellent. Well, I really appreciate you making the trip on up here. You can tell just by the way that you present yourself and the music that you play and the manner that you play it, the first thing comes to mind is troubadour when I think of you and your music. Where did you all get started with it, and talk a little bit about how you got to where you are today?
Well, I started back in 1964. They paid me $5 to play for a show. I was playing rhythm guitar and singing, and $5 I'd never seen before. I was hooked. And since then, I've traveled all across Canada, United States, Mexico. I played in England, Australia. I've had a pretty good career, and when I ran out of money, I went and got a real job. And then when I got some money, I went back playing.
So you've got the one album on the ground for sure. unless you got something else hiding back out there that you haven't told me about.
No, I have one album done, and I'm just in the studio now doing a cowboy poetry album.
Okay, excellent. Well, we're going to hear one of your poems later on here today. And also the music that you've been doing here. Can you pick one song that you've done today and tell me a little bit about the background, where it came from, that kind of stuff?
I think probably "Oh Well, What the Hell" is my most requested song, and it's kind of based on truth. When my ex-wife walked in the house and said she had a new boyfriend that was leaving and left. And I'm thinking, well, I'm kind of disheartened. I'm going to write a sad song, and I'm trying to write a song, and it didn't work, so I had a beer, and I'm trying to write a song, and it just wasn't working, so I had another beer, and I'm still really downhearted, and I had my third beer, and I went, I'm looking at this wrong. Oh, well, what the hell? And wrote the whole song in 10 minutes.
No, great story, and turned out to be a great song. So you're talking that you've got a cowboy poetry album that you're working on right now. What do you see down the road in the future for what Noel is going to be doing? Going to keep playing music? Do you have any goals that you're working towards?
Oh, I'm going to keep playing music. I play 9 different instruments now.
Okay.
So I'll keep playing music, and I'm getting back into the cowboy poetry a lot. I was into it pretty heavy, and I went to one of the shows, and they had 27 poets and no musicians, so I went, I'll be a musician again. And I kind of switched tracks, and now I'm starting to find there's more and more musicians coming to these poetry shows, so I'm going back to poetry and doing both.
Makes sense. Now, you are one very busy performer. I know you were saying before that you've got like over 40 concerts a month that you do. You found kind of a niche in that southern Alberta market. Just what have you got going on down there?
My wife and I play senior homes, and we play 44 to 50 a month on the average. Sometimes more, plus we play the Legion, other gigs and stuff, so we're just on a run. We play 2 and 3 shows a day, every day, 6 days a week. I usually get Sundays off.
Well, it's always good to have one day off.
I said usually.
Usually, yeah. Now, the songs that you did today, for the most part, I think actually all of them are ballads, is what you could classify as that. What gravitates you to the ballad type of songwriting as opposed to the love songs and all of that type of thing that other people are doing?
Perhaps my love life just didn't work, so I just made a ballad out of it. I don't know, maybe my voice kind of suits ballads. It's just kind of where I've gravitated to.
Yeah, and it's something that you most certainly do very well. I know the one thing that we have in common, and you probably more so than I, is that we end up at a lot of cowboy poetry festivals across Western Canada, notably the one at Stavely. Used to go to the one at Pincher Creek. And the one thing that you've always been at those cowboy gatherings is the fire boss. When you're doing the campfire singing in the evening, you're the guy that's been kind of coordinating that. Talk a little bit about how those things have worked out for you, and just some of the stories that have happened around the fire.
Well, I've been doing that. When I started the campfire thing, we were doing Pincher Creek, and I had a friend and I were doing all the set work. We set everything up there. So I just camped down there for a week while we set up. And I was kind of rehearsing on the Thursday night, just around the campfire, and some people came over, and I guess it was Wednesday night, and listened for a while, and then they said, "Are you going to do this tomorrow?" And I went, "Well, I'm not sure what I'm doing, but she said, sing around the fire." I went, "I can do that. Yeah, we can do that." And the campfire was born. We had about 15 people when we started, and by the end of the night, we had 80.
Oh, wow.
And it just became a tradition of the campfire.
Well, I know that's something that I've always really enjoyed when I got down there, is to sit around and everybody has a turn and has the opportunity to participate and to listen, and it just makes for a great part of those gatherings. Well, it's been great having you on the show here today. I really appreciate that you came out here, and I know people are going to absolutely love your songs and also your poem. And thanks once again, and we'll see you down the trail.
Thank you.
And if anybody wants to get a hold of you, what's the best way to do it? If they want to buy an album or to book you, if they can find the time?
I have some songs on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook. I'm not that hard to find, I hope, anyway. Everybody seems to, especially in my end of the town. I'm famous in a small town. Other than that, I do have a web page on there too, so they can look me up.
Good stuff. Well, thank you very much again, and we'll see you down the trail.
You bet. Take care.
You bet. We'll be back right after this. I'd like to thank the folks that helped make the Timberline Music Show a reality. Linda at Park Place for a great venue, Trisonic Sound for making us sound great, Lake Country Co-op for all that you need in North Central Saskatchewan, and Panago Pizza for catering services. Thank you all.
Well, I got married way back when. Things went fine for a year and then, well, I never saw it coming, took me by surprise. A baseball bat right between the eyes. Packed her bags and out the door, left me sitting on a hardwood floor. Oh well, what the hell. There's one more story in my life. Now I'm out looking for a brand new wife. Well, I found me another one sweet and true. This time I knew what to do. She got the house and she got the car. She even took the booze from behind the bar. Oh well, what the hell. There's one more story in my life. Now I'm out looking for a brand new wife. Strike one, strike two, it's a number three. I don't give up easily. I'm racking up a perfect score. Now I'm looking for a number four. Oh well, what the hell. There's one more story in my life. Now I'm out looking for a brand new wife. 5 and 6, now 7, 8. Last one never even closed the gate. I know there's someone there for me, but I don't give up easily. Oh well, what the hell. There's one more story in my life. Now I'm out looking for a brand new wife. Well, I gotta go 'cause I'm out of time. Got a mail order bride for number 9. Anybody have the number for the singles club? Oh well, what the hell. There's one more story in my life. Now I'm out looking for a brand new wife.
You know, last night after supper, we were sitting around, we were telling stories, and you come up with that poem that I'd never heard of before about the dog. Do you want to recite that one for me?
Sure, the dog. Well, old dog, old pal, old friend, we've really had some fun, but I can't put off no longer a job that must be done. The thought crossed my mind last summer, but I had more pleasant things to do, and it worked out okay. We both made the winter through. Well, it's a gorgeous day outside. What say we take a walk? I'll just pack my rifle here. You can listen to me talk. You and me been partners now for oh so many years, and this job I have to do today, it brings me close to tears. Here's that pool down by the river. Always was your favorite spot. You'd splash around the water's edge, bark at the fish I caught. But old dog, old pal, old friend, time does catch all in its path. Lord, I hate to do this, but I've gotta have a bath.
April 29, the year 1903, Turtle Mountain made its move into history. And no one knows the cause for sure, and I guess we'll never know. Was it age or was a man made the mountainside let go? Was early in the morning when most folks were asleep, except for those miners few within the mountain deep. When with a crack and a roar that mountainside let go and dumped 10 million ton of rock on sleeping town below. Now grab your picks and shovel, boys, there's work for us to do. There's people out there in that slide depend on me and you. Mount upon your horses, hitch your wagons too. And like the old-time cavalry, we ride, ride, ride to the rescue. Well, there are a lot of stories about the town of Frank, about those who survived the slide and the money in the bank. The latter is pure fiction, the former most are true. The legend of Frank Slide lives on, will those cables do? Some say she'll fall again, the mountains on the move. Like the turtle name, she has a slow but steady groove. It may be true, it may be not, I'm not here to say. If it does, then it does, there'll be someone there who'll say. Now grab your picks and shovel, boys, there's a work for us to do. There's people out there in that slide depend on me and you. Mount upon your horses, hitch your wagons too. And like the old-time cavalry, we'll ride, ride, ride to the rescue. And like the old-time cavalry, we'll ride, ride, ride to the rescue. Rescue, rescue. You told me you'd stay forever. We both knew that was a lie. You only wanted to love some cowboy, and it was only for a while. Summer's gone, leaves are falling. There's a trace of snow way up high. Won't be long till winter's calling, and we both know you're gonna fly. Cowboy life full of heartaches, and losing you is just one more. But life goes on for this old cowboy. We'll see what winter has in store. Summer's gone, and the leaves are falling. There's a trace of snow way up high. Won't be long till winter's calling, and we both know you're gonna fly. It won't be long till winter's calling, and we both know you're gonna fly. And we both know you're gonna fly.
Well, we find ourselves at the end of another episode of the Timberline Music Show. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to wrap it up with a gospel song that I know you're going to like called Whispering Hope. Soft as the voice of an angel, breathing a lesson unheard. Hope with a gentle persuasion whispers her comforting word. Wait till the darkness is over. Wait till the tempest is done. Hope for the sunshine tomorrow after the shower is gone. Whispering hope, oh how welcome thy voice, making my heart in its sorrow rejoice. If in the dusk of the twilight dim be the region afar, will not the deepening darkness brighten the glimmering star? Then when the night is upon us, why should the heart sink away? When the dark midnight is over, watch for the breaking of day. Whispering hope, oh how welcome thy voice, making my heart in its sorrow rejoice. Hope as an anchor so steadfast rends the dark veil for the soul. Whither the Master has entered, robbing the grave of its gold. Come, then, oh come, glad tuition, come to my sad, weary heart. Come, O thou blessed hope of glory, never, oh never depart. Whispering hope, oh how welcome thy voice,